And try to keep your elbows pretty narrow when you do the movement. If you try to do a tricep extension like that, you're probably going to mess your elbows up a little bit, and you make the exercise easier for yourself. So try and keep those elbows in, so you're doing this kind of a thing. Place. So the next exercise I went on to was the standing cable press down. One thing that I do when I perform this exercise is to slightly lean my torso forward as I press down. It allows me to get a full range of motion and a better contraction at the bottom. Because usually, if you stand upright and the cable attachment is here and you press down, you can only really press to this position, and I have the potential to lock out all the way at the bottom. So what I do is I'll push my hips back slightly, lean forward, push my chest out. So I'm holding the handle like this. As I press down, I'm able to fully squeeze and lock out the top. And then I'll bring the attachment back up to the top, so I'm stretching the tricep, and then again, press down and squeeze as much as possible. One thing you want to bear in mind when you do this is to keep your torso as fixed as possible whilst pushing your chest down, keeping your shoulders back, because as you start to fatigue, as the triceps start to tire, you will see and notice that your shoulders creep forward and you end up trying to press that movement down with your shoulders and your chest, which is something you don't want to do. Okay, it's not the end of the world if it starts. Next exercise we went on to was the overhead cable rope extension. This one, again, when doing it, you want to make sure that your elbows tucked in as much as possible. If you flare your elbows, make it easy for yourself. And again, when holding the rope attachment, don't press them together. If you press them together, again, it makes the exercise a little bit easier. And when I do it, I even feel it on my chest a little bit. What I would say is, you know, if you are on the second to last set or the final set, if you're going to all out failure, it's acceptable once you've failed with the ropes being apart, if you bring the ropes together and just rep out, you know, 5 to 10 extra reps, that's, you know, I would allow that to happen. But, you know, when I did it, I think we did it on the last set, I do feel it massively, you know, in all other parts of my body instead of just my triceps when I'm pushing my hands together and trying to, you know, do that overhead extension movement. Next exercise we went on to was dips. Not your traditional bodyweight dip, but we did a bench dip where your feet are elevated. Now I quite like doing these. For some reason I get such a crazy pump on my triceps when I do this, so I will include these in my workouts every now and then. I do find if I'm doing it with just my body weight and it's, you know, near the end of the workout, I'll just try and do higher reps. So in this routine we did 15 reps, I think, so just really pumping it out. Sometimes you can if you
bench. Now why the incline? Because some of you that train that have bad shoulders, if you're showing you here, this is where I'd have to be if I was lying flat on my back. If I had the same position here and had this bend in my back. And again, here we're going for peak contraction. I can get the arm back behind my body. I'm trying to contract as much as I can. I realize you're going to be a little sore and tired at this point, but that's okay. Keep going for as long as you can. You've got 1 minute to rep out, again, to load up on the eccentric on the triceps. We're going to press up like a dumbbell bench, and then we're just going to let our elbows drop down, sort of French press style, towards our forehead or a little bit beyond. As soon as it comes down, drop the dumbbells on your shoulders, pull your elbows back down to put yourself back in position for a press, and press them on up again. So concentric with help, eccentric triceps only. You keep that thing going for